What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another video today, and in this video I'm going to be taking a look at the JC Wings September 2024 releases. So I'm a little bit late to the party on this as I've been busy the last couple of days with a lot of commitments going around. That's what happens when college starts back up and got a bunch of other things going on, but here we are, finally with the JC Wings releases. We'll go ahead and start with our 1 to 200 set. Starting off strong here, a Korean Air A330-200. I see an ANA 737-700, normal flaps down release. We have another one of the Air China 737 special liveries, one of the flower types. We have a Dash 8. I think that's I want to say that's a 100 on there. Maybe it's 200. Those two types are almost indistinguishable from each other. But yeah, Dash 8 house livery. A British United VC-10. Wow, been a long time since JC has used that, so that's exciting. We have a Mexicana 727-200 with the green tail. Moving along, we have an Austrian A320neo. I see a J-Air E190, looks like a Minion special livery, very interesting. Cathay Pacific 747-400 with the Rolls-Royce engines, a flaps-down release also included. A Lufthansa Fokker 50, I have the City Line one that they did many years ago. A cute little aircraft, and kind of like to expand on my European fleet now. Bamboo A321neo, and I see another Ryanair aircraft, a 738. Excuse me there. Believe it has some kind of special sticker on it. Moving into part 2, a DHL A300 up first. Oh my goodness. Oh, excuse me. Very nice. DHL A300, I think might be a British registered one. I'm not sure if those are still flying. Then we have a Malaysia A380, just straight out of the factory. No livery applied except to the tail. Air New Zealand ATR 72, very nice for our oceanic friends. And we have a KLM Embraer 145 on there, very nice. A TNT 737 freighter, I think that's a 400, I want to say. We have a Luxair Q400, it looks like it's got orange titles, so I would assume that's not the normal livery, and that is a special. We have an Air India 747-200 on here, very nice. And a Battleship Gray United 752. Wouldn't that be nice to get in 400 scale? It's been a long time since someone has done that. Then we have a State of Kuwait 737-900, so government plane. We have an interactive series as well with an EVA Air Cargo 747-400 freighter. Qantas 789, a Go Australia special livery for this past Olympics. We have also the Edelweiss A350-900. Gemini Jets just announced this as a future release for 1 to 400 scale. I didn't see a 200 scale release. This would probably explain it. And I am not sure what that last aircraft is. It looks like a 737, but there are no other decals other than the livery, which looks like a big collage of colors there. So if I can find a text list somehow, I'm going to have to put that up at some point. So let's see if I can find a text list here, which it's been a couple of days since the announcement has been out, so there should be one out by now. All right, on 1 to 400, so let's take a look. We've got a Peach A321neo. I see a Dragonair Cargo 747-400 BCF, as indicated by the bigger hump. A Nippon Cargo 748 freighter. Wizz Air A320neo. I see a Junyao Air A321neo, standard livery. We have the Malaysia 737 MAX 8 with that special livery that I've seen on some of their A350s. Airbus Beluga A300 Interactive Series. How about that? We have a Japan 787-8. ANA Q400, so our Japanese friends getting some really nice releases. I'm sure that Q400 will be pretty popular over there. A Cathay 333. Looks like it's not, yeah, that's not the regular livery. It has some kind of cool decal there on the back. And then a Bangkok Air ATR 72 as well with a special livery on it. Looks like a sort of a tropical setting with some palm trees, an island, and some fish. Ethiopian Cargo 777 freighter interactive series. Very nice. Ooh, hello. A Chinese MD-80. Of course, I'm a big Mad Dog guy. Don't really collect a lot of the Chinese stuff, so I'm not exactly familiar with it. I think it's like the CAAC or something like that, because that livery looks similar to what I've seen on the 747 SP that NG models have done on a couple of occasions. A China Eastern L100. Very interesting choice. So interesting Chinese releases coming out here. We have a Condor A330neo. This one is the red livery. Gemini has done the green one. I think JC did the blue one or the gold one, if I remember correctly. They did one of the two. Maybe they did another green one. Indigo Cargo A321 P2F, and a very nice release right here. I've got a friend who would be very pleased to see this. A United 777 in the Battleship Gray livery. I'm sure he'd also like to have that 7.5. Virgin Atlantic 747-400 in the old livery with the flaps down release also included. And a future release, a 737-900 with a gray livery and a dark gray, almost black cheat line. I don't know if that's a SpaceX one or if that's just another private charter. We'll have to see. Then we have a Qantas 789 Go Australia flaps down release. I think Gemini, yeah, they had this up as a future release, but they took it off, so I wonder if JC's just going to do it now. Saudi a 333 with another special livery, also getting a flaps down release. And then we have the La Compagnie A321neo. I cannot say the airline name, so sorry about that. Also might be a special livery there too. And then that same livery again with that 737. I can't tell what it is because there's no decals or anything. So there we go. So that is all of the releases. And let me see if I can find a text list of these releases so far. Because as far as I can tell, they haven't been... okay, here we go. I think I know a place where I can find one. So just hold tight a moment while I grab the necessary information. Okay, so here is the 1 to 200 sections. Just taking a look here. Noticing some pretty interesting stuff as I look here. There's a miscellaneous 747-400 that shows up on there. I think that's supposed to be Cathay Pacific because I recognize the registration. They must be listing it like that because of the licensing issues that they have. Okay, so that special livery, that was an Aeromexico 737 MAX 9 named Kukulkan, I think is how you say it. X-Ray Alpha-Golf Quebec Sierra is the registration. So very interesting to note that. And then checking the 1 to 400 section, which I was actually already looking at, but let me look at the 1 to 200 section. And then just pushing back real quick, yep, CAAC was at MD82, so not too surprised by that, but looking really nice. And then over here, that 1 to 200 Q-8, that was a Q100, so I was right on that. And then just checking some of the other stuff. That was Malta Air with that Ryanair 738. And then, let me see what else we've got. Luxair Stands Up was that Luxair Q400. And then there's the State of Kuwait Government Aircraft 739. So overall, a very nice batch of announcements here. And then, oh yeah, I do want to point out real quick, let me get those other special liveries real quick. Saudi Arabian 333, that's the Formula E 2024 livery. And then the A321neo from France, that was the 10th anniversary special livery. So that's all the special liveries there that I remember off the top of my head. So overall, a somewhat solid batch of releases once again. Kind of the norm for JC to do quite a bit of variety and, you know, kind of the same releases over time. But overall, I'd consider this to be a pretty good batch. If I were to get any planes, kind of a long shot pick, but I would probably get that CAAC MD-80 just because it's a Mad Dog. But we'll see. I've got another plane on order right now. I'm not sure if it's going to arrive by the time this video comes out. It actually should be. It is scheduled for Saturday, so I'll have that out on Sunday. This is going to go out on Saturday. So we'll get that all figured out, and we will proceed forward. And hopefully I'm not too busy over the next few weeks, because we got plenty of new releases and other announcements to cover. So with that being said, that is the end of the video. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next video.